Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check back.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Looking to throw. King. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line. Okay, baby, I see you. Ready. 6 yards. Mike, 49. Yeah. Hey, check. Go. Safety's creeping. He's coming.
On the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check. Right here, guys. Fight to be one.
On third down, Bryant. And able to find Kirk complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey,
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Bryant nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King, throw left side, complete. That's Hodges. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw. King. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56.
Here's King to throw on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Cooking just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Man is caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. as his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. King. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. King operating from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. King now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, he's got Thompson here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Max spot. Max 50. Try it. Don't get nervous. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Go. Over here.
On 1st and 10, Bryant looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike 51.
2nd and 5. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Plus, 3 down. 51's the mic.
To throw again. Bryant. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down, Bryant. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Echo, echo. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
To throw is King on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. King. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down. Bryant. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go. 49.
The final shot before break. Bryant. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Come on, set. Squeeze.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. There, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Bryant. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the ready. 27, Mike 27. Rapid. Check 3. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down. At the 25.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bills.
Set. 10-2 stop. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Johnson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Johnson. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Get set.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Bandit. Bandit. Yo.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
'47's the mic. 47's the mic.
6'6", pull it high.
What you got? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, exit.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Get it.
Johnson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant, now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Bryant. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on...
He's got a man. Complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
In your face. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Bryant. Open man is Ross, complete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
No! Hey, Jet!
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Nixon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Johnson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Bryant. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
On the double.
It's a turnover.
56.
I don't even know why this team. Look at me. Zipper. Fight.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gonna be a long day, offense.
Get it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a stop before it turns into something big.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 49.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey.
They'll run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.